All right, good morning, good morning. Okay, today is the day that I'm going to be bringing the bike up to Jamie so he can change out the clutch. The clutch that I bought is the Screaming Eagle clutch kit with the springs, and I also bought the gasket because every time you take that primary cover off, you got to change out the gasket. Eventually, I want to learn the mechanics of the bikes as far as the engine stuff so I can start to do some work by myself. But right now, I ain't messing with that. And I looked at videos and everything, but until I understand more about the clutch system and how each one of those pieces work, then I ain't doing it. I mean, look at what I did. I messed up my damn clutch by trying to adjust the clutch. See what I'm saying? So that's what we're going to do this morning. Get that done. Well, not this morning. I'm going to go to the studio first, and then I'm going to have my wife trail me, and we'll drop the bike off. It's going to be gone for about a day, but I have to get ready because Rare Breed is having their massive annual. I know it's supposed to rain out here in Georgia, but that's not going to stop the show. We're going to still go after it. And, Rare Breed is a massive club. I got a lot of respect for Rare Breed. You know what I mean? So, yeah, that's what it's going to be. I'm looking at my bike, and every time I look at my bike, I'm like, damn, she's sexy. If you got your bike and you don't look at your bike enough, then you need to fix it. You need to change that, because I never walk away without looking at my bike, ever.
You smell the perfume, the makeup and the shade. You don't believe your stories.
I shouldn't be standing with a heart that's so heavy. I shouldn't be up with all the weight that I carry. Don't know if it's right, but I'm sticking with you. You're my only vice, I'm dependent on you. Love's for the wicked, I know this shit too well. I talk, you don't listen, still I'm under your spell. I think I'm addicted to feeling bad as hell. I can just let you go. You're the one I wait for, even though I hate. Every time you leave me to my fate. You're the one I
Oh man, it's a beautiful morning, man. It's a beautiful morning, guys. I'm gonna put this out into the world. I'm gonna have the #1 motovlog channel on YouTube. I promise you. Ain't nobody here to play games, man. I'm gonna have the #1 motovlog channel on YouTube. You wanna know why? Because all of you are gonna help me. You don't know it yet, but you're all gonna help me. You're gonna be like, yo, this dude is real. This dude is sharing family stuff, workouts, DIYs, bike breaking down, nutrition, mindset. You know what I'm saying? All of that stuff. Now, here's what I want to talk about today as I'm heading out to the studio. I want to talk about some finances, man. My first video talking about money. And listen, I'm not gonna go too deep into money, but I'm gonna go a little deep into money. When I was living in the Bronx, I spoke to a bunch of people who already had money, right? When I was in my early 20s. And one of the things that resonated with me was to put things out there into the world, manifest it, and take action towards accomplishing your goals. So what happened was, what I did, I was told a really simple thing to do, which was, yo, basically, take a check. He said, how much money you want to make a month? Well, give me an idea of what you want to make a month. So he said, all right, take a blank check, right? Write a blank check and pull over. I want these cars to pass me because I'm not speeding. I don't want to hold them up. It's the morning time. People got to go to work. So write a blank check. Put how much money you want to make. So I said, oh, you know what? I want to make $10,000 a month. At that time, let me tell you, that was far-fetched. That was not something that I thought that I would make. Look at that sun. Oh, it's gorgeous. It's not something I thought I would be able to make right away. But $10,000, if you break it down, it's $2,000 a week, right? $2,000 a week. That would give you $2,500 a week. That would give you $10,000, right? So I wrote the check, made it out to myself, and of course you can't cash it. The whole point is to write it. And when you get to that point in your life where you could actually cash that check, you cash the check. That give you an idea where you are. So what I started doing, man, I had my gym, and I was making some money at my gym, but not the money I needed to. So what I started doing was I started looking for different ways to generate income. I had to change my environment because the money that I was charging for my business just wasn't good enough. It wasn't sustaining my family. As a matter of fact, I ended up getting an eviction notice from the apartment that me and my wife lived in at the time. Did not get evicted, but that notice alone did it for me. So that made me wake up a bit more. And then I had another friend of mine that said, yo, Donovan, you can't help the poor while you're poor. Because I was trying to help a lot of people. to get better in their finances, in their life, in their health, and all that. But I was taking a loss. You know what I'm saying? I was not making the money that I should be making. So what happened was, I moved up to Connecticut, and I said, you know what, I want to meet millionaires. I want to meet more millionaires than I do right now, that I know right now. So I did that. Started meeting a bunch of millionaires. Connected with, and now, oh, by the way, by that time, right, I'm already generating about 6,000. So I was very close to that 10,000. I was already making about 6 grand. So I got to Connecticut, moved to Bridgeport, left the Bronx to Bridgeport, and I think that was like about 2013 or 2012, one of those years. And I started working at LA Boxing. LA Boxing was a boxing gym, which is very similar to UFC gym now, which is now UFC gym because they merged to each other. They merged together. And once I started doing that, I started meeting people in the gym. And long and behold, a lot of them were millionaires in the gym. You saw Mercedes-Benz pulling up, Porsches pulling up, Lamborghinis pulling up, and I was in the right location. That was in Newark. I lived in Bridgeport, but the gym was in Newark, Connecticut. Okay, and Norwalk, Connecticut. Damn Jamaicans can't pronounce a damn thing proper. So started connecting there. Met my boy Dave Koch. I met Richard Murphy. I met a whole bunch of people. Now, I was writing a book, right? Still working on my finances. I was writing a book, and then one day my spirit just said to the class, like I just said, just to say something loud to the class. So as I was writing the book, right, I told my class, I said, hey guys, I'm in the midst of writing a book. I'm looking to finish it up soon, but I need somebody who can help me to write this book and help me to edit the book properly. Well, long and behold, Nicole Murphy said, hey, my husband, he actually is an author. Not an author, a writer. And what he does, he writes for like these top companies, and he does a lot. So me and him started working together, and we spent about 1.5 years working on this book. No lie, like 1.5 to 2 years, finalizing the book, spending time together. He asked me a whole bunch of questions, interview style. And let me tell you, at this time now, by this time, I'm up to like about maybe $7,500 a month. So I'm still pushing up to the 10,000. I'm working my ass off, guys. You know, and a couple of things that I skipped was I had my gym. I also had a studio in Main Street in New Rochelle. I had so many things. Lots and lots of stuff. But then I had a studio in Brewster, New York. Okay, so just to tell you all that, to give you the heads up, just to give you the rundown. I don't want to bore y'all. I don't want to bore you, right? So did all that. Now the book finally we hook up with oh man, it was so many years ago. How did I forget my freaking agent's name? I gotta get his name. I forgot his name. It was years ago, man. This was 2014 now. So 2014 plus 2013, we are there looking for deals. We get booked by many of the different companies, Penguin, Hachette, all these big names, all these big publishing houses in New York. So we closed a deal. Finally closed a deal with Hachette Publishing House. We got $525,000. Okay, that's how much money I was able to get from a book. My book is called No Excuses Fitness. You can support it and buy that book, by the way. Buy the book at Amazon. No Excuses Fitness by Donovan Green, Dr. Oz's trainer. You'll see the book. It's colorful color, me smiling, and all that stuff, right? So got the book. That brought me to the next level, guys. Now, I started interviewing more millionaires and talking to them, taking them out, asking questions. How do you make your first mill? Because you know, the 500 something, you know, that money didn't last long. I mean, think about it. Dude from the Bronx, you know what I mean? Getting that money. The money had to be split in many different ways. Got to pay for agencies. Had to pay Richard as my ghost writer or ghost editor. You got to do all that. So that money, by the time I was done, most of that money was gone, right? And ended up getting some issues with taxes, with the IRS and all that stuff, but that's another story. But my point here with the finances was, I put my mind to it. I wrote that $10,000 bill, that $10,000 check, and I'm gonna tell you, I am excited that I did that because I was able to work my butt off. I believed it so much that I wanted to get that $10,000 in my hands, in my account, and I wanted to generate that income. I wanted to generate the income that I know I was worth having. So because I worked so hard, I was able to get that deal. Plus, after that, 2 years later, I moved to California. And let me tell you, the money I made from the book gave me the opportunity to kind of retire from personal training for a little bit, and I was able to kind of sit back and relax and do some brain work. And then I started coaching. I made up my mind to start training again, and I started coaching some of the wealthiest people in La Jolla, California. And through them, they connected me to more people. So right now, I coach wealthy people who have massive amount of money. I'm generating way more than 10 grand a month now, and I'm excited about that. And that's what I want to tell you, man. It's not, a lot of people are afraid to share finances because, you know, sometimes people will take it as you're showing off or you're whatever. No, and if people take that like that way, that's their problem. You know, I only share the things that I know will help to inspire people. And you're talking to a guy that's from that came from Jamaica, moved to the Bronx, went to college and dropped out of college, lived in the hood for most of my life, was around a lot of people who was doing some weird stuff in their life, and that list goes on and on and on. You see what I'm saying? And I was able to make my decisions in my life and move, relocate, reconstruct my whole journey. You know what I mean? I have 3 kids and a dog. I was able to buy my house. I had multiple motorcycles, multiple cars, and those are some of the reasons why I'm gonna talk about you right now. I could have had way more money if I went backwards and did not spend money on so many other things, right? But I did. You see what I'm saying? So my goal to you right now is generate the cash, generate the income, but be smart with your money, be wise. If you know you're generating, let's say, $5,000 a month, right? Don't go and buy the most expensive sneakers and the most expensive phones and the most expensive cable stuff and rent the most expensive homes. Rent stuff that's way below your means. Way below your means, right? Because if I did that, if I learned how to do that at the time, and even though I wasn't spending money in a lot of nonsense, I still was spending money, which I'm working on right now as we speak, is to be more frugal with my money. And once you start to do that, I promise you, you're not gonna be as broke as you think you are. It's just about being smarter and not worrying about what Jesse's doing or what Jamie is doing. Focus on what you're doing and on the plan that you have for the future. Pay yourself before you pay anybody else. If you make $100, pay yourself $10. That's 10% of the $100 before you go and pay any bills, right? Open up a high yield interest account, put some money into that instead of putting money inside of a regular bank account that give you no interest whatsoever, pretty much, like 0.2%, maybe 0.1. You know what I'm saying? I gotta get a defogger for this helmet. This thing keep on fogging up. But now, by no means am I a financial officer at all. I'm not, period. I'm not an expert with investments, but I do know that I spent a lot of years investing, and I invested in myself. I invested in me as a brand, the Donovan Green Fitness brand. Now I'm investing money into the Ride Fit Nation brand, because as you begin to build your brands, other people begin to recognize only if you don't spend the money. So I'm not talking about saving a whole bunch of money. You spend the money to earn the money. Remember that. You spend the money to earn the money. You spend the money on your fitness. You spend the money on your education. You spend your money on other things that you know will help to circulate and bring you right back to being wealthier. Okay, I don't care about being a billionaire, none of that. However, a millionaire, that should be easy. It shouldn't be hard. All we got to do is put our minds to it. All we got to do is work our butts off. You feel me? So that's me talking to y'all about just a little bit of insight, give you some little stories. I gave you some chopped up stories about the stuff, but hopefully you understand what I'm telling you. You feel me? I hope you get it, because I believe in you, man. I believe in me. I believe in all the people around me. If you want something bad enough, you're going to do what it takes to get there. And as long as you do it the proper way and not the negative way. And even if you end up doing something negative, guess what? I know people who did stuff negative, who was doing things amazing out there in the world, but I'm not pushing that. I'm pushing positivity. Do what you got to do, the right stuff, and I promise you, keep on being smart with it and learn and educate, ask questions. You feel me? Do that, and then you're gonna feel better. All right, so that's it for this part. Now I'm looking forward to dropping my bike off to get this darn clutch put in. Now today is day 3. I'm heading out to go and pick up, actually day 2, because the second video was filmed on the same day. So I'm gonna go and drop off the clutch parts and the motorcycle. My wife is gonna meet me at the location to connect with Jamie. Drop that off, get the clutch and stuff installed, and I'll be able to be finished and have my bike ready before the Rare Breed event on Saturday. What I mean by professionalism, right?
Continue on I-20 West for 2 miles.
I had called
In
Jamie
2 miles, take exit
see-
88 for Almond Road toward Porterdale.
to see where, you know, what his whereabouts are, and he called me right back, was like, hey Donovan, I had an electrician coming over, I'm getting the house wired up for the compressor, all that stuff. And that's what I'm trying to tell you, man, is when you're dealing with people who are professional, you cannot go wrong. When people really want your money, they will do what it takes to get your money. But when you're dealing with companies or people who act like your money is nothing, or like, you know, they're making enough money and they don't need your business, you walk away. And you know, my video yesterday, I was talking about my black people. I'm speaking about my black people, whether it's offending anybody or not, because that's my personal experiences. That's what I have encountered by my own people, right? And it's sad to say that. It's never fun for me to say that. I wish that I could speak more positive. I wish that I could be more real with that. I wish that I had much more positive feedbacks to give when it comes to building relationships with my own people, but no, I don't. Has it been all the time? Of course not. Is it all the time? No. I'd be an idiot to say that. But I can honestly tell you it's most of the times, and that's not good. So if you are a black person and you have a business, and you know that your business could be way better, yo, check your business, man. Start being better with it. And I'm sure white people or Indian people or Chinese people, Japanese, whatever,
In half a mile,
might
take
have
exit 88 for Almond
their
Road toward
own
Porterdale.
experiences with their own race, their own people. Not race, because we're all one race, but their own people. You know, but as business owners, we have to be better. I'm a business owner, and I make sure that I'm treating my clients with respect. I make sure that I'm
Take
doing
exit
what needs to be
88.
done. You know, because at the end of the day, they're the ones who's helping to pay the bills. They're the ones who's paying for my motorcycle, who's paying for my clothing, who's helping my family to eat. You know, and
In 1,000 feet,
most people-
turn right onto Almond Road.
they're never going to give the good news. They normally are very fast to share the bad news. So
Turn right.
if you own a business and you consistently do bad business, then yo, people will Yelp the hell out of you, man. You know, Yelp is not really, people don't go to Yelp for positive feedback. They normally go to Yelp to hear the negativity, and that's what they want to hear, the negative stuff. That's what they want to hear. They don't want to hear
In a
anything
quarter
extra.
mile, turn right onto Mount Tabor Road.
They don't really want to hear nothing good. Man, my man is chopping the hell out of that grass. That's dope. He's doing it manual, no machines. Yeah, they want to see the feedback that's negative. It's like when you go on Amazon and you're trying to buy something, and you might see 50 good comments.
Turn right onto Mount Tabor
Then
Road.
you see one bad comment, and that one bad comment make you say no. Out of everything that everybody else said, you decided to not buy the
Continue
product
for 1.5 miles.
because of the bad comment that you got. You know what I'm saying? So that's why it's important for us to treat each other well. Blacks, whites, whatever. Just do it, man. And leave it in the comments if you know what I'm saying. If you feel offended by this in any way, then chances are you are not the person I'm talking to. Maybe you're the business owner who treats people right. Maybe you are the business owner who's doing the right thing, right? But I can tell you, oh, and here's another thing that I'm going to talk about too, with my black people. If you black, listen to what I'm trying to tell you. Just because we are black people, it doesn't mean that you have to expect to get a discount every time you go to a black business and, yo, man, can I get a discount? I can't tell you how many times people was trying to do that to me when I had my business in the Bronx. Can I get a discount? Bro, the gym is $5 a month. What discount do you want at $5 a month, bro? The discount. And then they'll go to another gym that's white owned and spend excess amount of dollars. Or if you set in a pair of jeans, and let's say the jeans normally would cost $100, but you're selling the jeans for $70, right? They still want you to drop the price down to $60. But then they'll go to the store that's all white owned and they'll pay $150. That's $50 more than the $100 and $80 more than the $70. You see what I'm saying? So we need to get our acts together. I know a lot of people are afraid to talk and
In a quarter mile,
speak
turn left
on
Cook
topics
Road.
like this because they are afraid of the cancel culture. But I'm gonna tell you, you can't cancel me. You cannot cancel Donovan Green. You cannot cancel Coach because I'm uncancelable. You feel me? And that's what makes me so dangerous, I think, because I don't care, man. I'm only speaking
Turn
facts
left
into
onto
the
Cook
world.
Road.
And that's what I'm here for. I was given the right, given the privilege to be able to speak my heart with no damn remorse. All right, so listen to me, man. Let's get our acts together. Let's build on the craft. Let's do it. It's a nice looking Street Glide right there. What's the odds of me talking about Street Glides in my other video, and then I'll see a Street Glide just popping up right on me? Huh? My boy Kevin is watching this video, so Kev, I like your Street Glide, bro.
Continue on Cook Road for 3/4 of a mile.
Oh man, me and Kev be cracking up with each other for no reason. For no apparent reason. All right, guys, let's go. Let's get this journey.
Living for weekends, wishing I could take a break from this world. Running on a hamster wheel, but searching for something I can't feel. I just wanna be a lost girl and fly. Take a breath, feel my wings spread, levitate above the ground and make eye contact with clouds. Now I'm rising, I'm soaring above it all. I just wanna be free. Finally, finally, finally. I wanna be free. Finally, finally, finally. I wanna be free. Finally, finally, finally. I wanna be free. Finally, 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 finally. I always daydreaming, never imagined I'd lose my spark. Living in this crazy time, putting back the pieces of my mind. I know how to run from the dark and fly. Take a breath, feel my wings spread, levitate into the clouds. I'm so high above the ground. I'm rising, I'm soaring above it all. I just wanna be free. Finally, finally, finally. I wanna be free. Finally, finally, I wanna be free. Finally, finally, finally. I wanna be free. Finally, 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 finally. Higher to a bird. You, I'm rising, I'm soaring above it all. I just wanna be free. I wanna be free. I wanna be free. I wanna be free.
I'm a few minutes away from Jamie, but let me tell you, that ride down here is absolutely gorgeous. All back roads, there's no highways to get to his location, all back roads. And as y'all know by now,
In a
I
1/4 mile,
love-
turn left onto McConnell Road, southeast.
I love the back roads, man. The back roads is just beautiful. I stayed at a steady about 45 to 50 miles an hour. Some parts was 35 miles an hour, and just enjoy that ride. I could feel the breeze hitting my skin. It just feels like therapy, straight up. You know what I mean? And that's why I just love my bike, man. That's why I love riding. It's just amazing. I'm hoping that you guys are really enjoying the messages that I'm putting out here, because
Turn left onto
the
McConnell Road,
more I
southeast.
communicate the power and the art of riding and learning your skills and improving your skills and being able to travel more often and not needing to have a whole lot of money
In a 1/4 mile,
to enjoy
you'll arrive
your
at
bike,
destination.
the more I feel like you're gonna be, thank you Donovan. You're like, thanks Lee, you know, thank you Ride Fit Nation, I really appreciate you. The more you're gonna really understand what I'm telling y'all, you know. All right, so I'm a minute away, 1 minute away. Well, I'm looking forward to getting the clutch repaired on the bike. I'm really looking forward to getting a new clutch put in. Hold on a second. Yeah, there we go. Getting a new clutch put in, a much stronger clutch, because I know that the bike is gonna feel better, especially with those springs. And then the springs might make the lever feel a little stiff in the beginning, but like everything else, I have to get used to it, you know, like everything else. I'm going to 9:15, I'm gonna slow down. I don't wanna ride past my destination. And 9:15 is coming up.
You've arrived.
All right, it says I've arrived. It's on my left side. I'm here looking at my right side, and I end up passing anyway. Didn't I just say I don't want to pass it? Oh, no, I didn't. It's right there. But it still is on my left side. $9.15, right here. Perfect. Beautiful. Nice long driveway with a lot of wet leaves. Man, it's nice out here.
Yeah. It's a beautiful day.
Yeah, it is.
I'm on cold right now.
Oh, you are?
You doing all right, man?
Yes, yes, yes.
Good.
Doing good, doing good. Good to meet you, man.
Nice to meet you.
Jamie's setup, Jamie's house setup is amazing. I'm gonna show y'all how he has everything set up, and we're gonna talk some business and try to get, you know, people who's out here in Georgia to come and support his business. Really good setup. Dude's energy is amazing. He has the tire stuff here. Anytime you got somebody working on your bike, your house, whatever you got, always put yourself around people who is just down to earth. That's straight legit. Do you have to soak this in any oil or nothing like that?
Yep, you let them pre-soak.
Yeah.
Minimum 10 minutes. But I'll let them soak for a couple hours.
Excellent.
Yeah, that's it, man.
That looks good, bro. Come on, give me that handshake. Let's go, baby. So we got the whole clutch kit. Got the springs. We have the gasket. Because once you take off that primary cover, that gasket has to get changed. All right, so I dropped the bike off. Really good stuff. I got to show you guys a little bit of the garage. I'm not going to be putting Jamie's face on here for certain reasons, you know, certain reasons, but you're gonna see as the bike gets put together the kind of work this man does. You feel me? And I'm telling y'all, I'm excited. All right, family, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to everything that you see here. Oh, my wife left the phone. I had a good time meeting up with Jamie. I'm looking forward to getting a lot of stuff done to my bike. I'm gonna do the stage 2 kit next month. I wanna get some more power. I'm gonna do the power because they have torque and they have power, but I'm gonna do the power. I'm not looking to race nobody, none of that, so I don't need to go any bigger than stage 2. I know a lot of people trying to get stage 3s and all that stuff. Nah, I'm good with stage 2. Stage 2 is perfect for what I need. Let me know what you got on your bike. Do you have stage 1? Do you have stage 2, stage 3, stage 4? You know, to each his own, but the more stages you go, the more oil you burn faster, quicker. Yana, I left your phone here. Yeah, I'm always yelling at my wife. Hey, I'm bringing y'all in my life, man. I'm bringing you guys in my life. Like it or not, I'm bringing you in my life. This is me 24/7, by the way. I don't change for nobody. Never will going to change. Never am going to change. Never not going to change. I'm never going to change. Whatever the heck I said. Whatever the heck I said. But yeah. So stage 2, and the price that I'm getting is pretty good. Nothing compared to what Harley's trying to charge me for stage 2. A couple of G's to get stage 2 done. And that's including labor and everything. It's a lot of thousands of dollars, like a lot of money for no reason. Like that's like a new bike. That's like me going and buying a used Honda 929 or something. I might as well get me a race bike again and have it as my second bike with that price. But like I spoke about in the beginning about the business, okay? My black people, Don't get offended when I tell y'all this, when I tell y'all about not treating each other correctly. This is something that we as a people need to start to look at ourselves and start to really get into being better with it. Guaranteed. We need to be better with it. We need to be more in tune with it and be more aware of it and start taking better care of ourselves as business owners, taking better care of your clients, better care of the people that's looking to support what you have spent so much time building in your own life. You see what I'm saying? So that's it for me. That's the end of the video. I tell y'all, keep on pushing, ride fit or don't ride at all. And I mean it, ride fit or don't ride at all. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to go to war without your weapons. And your strength, your physical fitness is your weapon on the road. All right? I'm out. Peace. Don't forget, subscribe to the channel. Leave your comments, please. Leave your comments, man. I want to hear from you guys. All right. Much love. Peace.